Which format am I building for today? I'm going to try something that I have long touted as being too strong to exist. And that is middleweight Kamui. But what makes Kamui good is not necessarily just 3-statting the monster and being like, look, Kamui's good because it runs a basic stat build and it's strong. That's true. But what's really, really messed up about Kamui, you guys are being mean and you're chatting so you can't see it, but you have to start with Blizzard or you have to start with Roll Assault. And Roll Assault is like the big weakness of Kamui. So how do you turn that weakness into a strength? You make it an unbelievably fucking impossible to kill tank by taking some skill away. This shit has like plus 400 hit. So you're like, I'm going to land every attack anyway. I might as well roll like 500 skill and put all of that extra skill into defense. And so now you have a monster with 999 life and effective 750 defense, and you're still landing every attack. And it doesn't matter if you're only doing 150 damage or like 100 damage. Well, no, nobody's running defense, so you're doing about 200 damage every time regardless. Something to take into consideration when you are talking about, you know, the strength of an attack or whatever. If it's swung on round open, the guts you have saved up doesn't matter. Like, okay, a regular tiger, you hit regular ass tiger on round open, you both got 50 guts. With Cyclone, you're doing about under 600 damage. If you go into another golem, this number doesn't change. Guts correction does not matter with regards to damage if both monsters have 50 guts or below. It's once you start, you know, having fewer than that or more than that, that it makes a difference, see? So if you're both at 50, it's essentially as if there is no guts correction. Once this number gets higher, you're going to see some like pretty insane jumps. But before that, like here we go. If we add 20 here, we're up to 888. If we were to take away 20 from the defender, it's like night and day how much damage it does. So having more guts as the attacker is always more beneficial than your opponent having fewer guts as the defender. Let's say it doesn't matter. This could be Tiger or Golem or whatever, but we'll make it Kamui just for the sake of it, so it changes it to a 6 guts rate. 6 guts rate. Let's say we gave it 500 skill, which gives me roughly 500 defense. Form adjusted value. Form is 100. This is only doing 800 damage. You round open with Cyclone as Golem against this Kamui in middleweight, you lose. You've lost the match if you hit Cyclone round open. Unless you get the crit, obviously. So it's not nothing. But like, that's crazy. Because Cyclone Golem just like runs through middleweight. But yeah, you probably wouldn't want to take too many points out of life or power. Let's say you went less to go up to 600, puts you at 750. And so that cuts another like 100 points off of this almost. The problem here becomes this. 900 power, I'm only doing 135 damage to 145 on round open. Critical though, you know, you have 40% chance to crit, so this isn't too bad at all. Yeah, so round open, 35% chance to hit. Does not sound good, but you're probably running like 200 life if you're running this for speed. So a 1 in 4 chance to instantly win the match, but then say, you know, I'm going to hit 99 guts, which I will. I've got 30% chance. As soon as if you use Cyclone and you hit me with Cyclone, I've got a 40% chance to win on every swing with an attack that has 10 force. This is a stupid build. It's really, really good. And then if you were to even go lower, if you're just to bring it back a bit, this is an insane amount of damage for an attack. They're not spending like any effort to swing. And so if somebody's running a tank build in 2997, they're not running any defense anyway. So, you know, I hit stabs 500 damage, combinations 500 damage-ish, 300 damage here on 1-2. You're probably still not going to get charge. It's probably still not worth it to get charge. But anyway, I think that's enough yapping. I think this is the play. Something like this. I just want to do the math again real quick just to make sure. If I do 2997 minus 999 equals that, minus 963 equals 1035 minus 471 equals 564. So these numbers will work. And then this puts me at what? 34% chance to hit an Astro. Okay, so we're going to get into it. We need a name for this guy. What are we going to call him? Shiro? Come on, I got to try harder than that. Big Steve? Evil Steve. Lil Pimpy? 4 times Pimpy? U2X Elsa? Sun Mob? Oh my god. Shin Pimpy? Special K? Special K is actually pretty good. I'm thinking though. I'm always thinking. That's why I'm the one on the screen. I'm always got the brain rolling. Let's see if we can come up with something better, but right now Special K is pretty good. Okay, so I need to decide, do I want combination? Probably, because it's cheap. Okay, so what are my stats I'm aiming for? Max life, 963 power, 562 skill. No paradoxing yet. We gotta lower our intelligence first, which doesn't actually start that high, all things considered. You say 7 paradoxes to get your Raki to max stats. Well, I mean, you'd get your maxi to 2 rack stat. Your maxi to 2 rack stats? Jesus. My brain. The noises? What's going on? He normally doesn't make noise. What the fuck is happening, dude? He's crunching on cereal. He's crunching on the Special K. Inside your 2 bowls, one is eating gravel, the other is eating gravel. It's true. Okay, so now we can actually play some Monster Rancher. I've never had that happen before. That was crazy. That was certainly something. If an enemy monster likes you, it makes him a friend monster? Probably. I don't make the rules. That's just how it works. You want Playmate? This, people always look at this and they're like, ew, what's going on? This isn't a kid's game? And it's like, you fucker, they didn't make a triple dildo machine. That's because your brain is rotted by porn. This is one of those, like, toys that, like, cats play with like, a little feather on it. That machine doesn't even exist in real life. Like, if you see that and you're like, that's a sex toy, like, I don't know what to tell you, man. Like, but maybe you should be talking to a therapist. That's Sean Connery going, you're the man now, dog, stuck in my head. Someone should make a website about that. So we're in the weeds right now, trying to lower intelligence. This Paradoxin is just staring me in the face. He's got 4 power and skill gains, so it's like actually not going to take very long to max out power. I'm more worried about skill. So, unrealistic, my dog tries to eat dirt all the time. That's fair. My goal for this monster's skill is 562, though we may have to adjust it a little bit based on... Well, no, we're going to be raising defense anyway. So we don't have to worry about his defense being too high. I don't need to do any of this. What the fuck am I doing with my life? Who cares? Pick up a football. Like, it truly doesn't matter. Like, at all. And the reason it doesn't matter is because, I just need to lower my speed, and that's it. Yeah, I'm not paying attention. That was a huge waste of my time. Alright. So, I don't think we're using any more Paradoxin, but that's fine, man. We're doing okay. Just need evil monster for fun or running this fraternity? No, we're running this fraternity. We're being a huge asshole. I'm showing why this monster needs to stay banned. Yeah, we're just gonna raise this while we have worse stat gains. And then we'll move on to raise defense once we're in prime. I gotta make sure I don't, like, actually max out my power. I don't want it maxed out. I want to stop 963. But then additionally, I need to go on Errantry a couple of times. And I need to... I might as well do that now, actually. The real question here is, do I want combination? And I think we do get it. I think we get combination and stab. We already have slot 4. Look at that. Jeez. Double crits? Love that for me. The interesting thing about this build is going to be at the end of life, because I'm going to need to bring its form back up to max. And I'm also going to need to give it 100 stress. So that's always kind of annoying. For max stress, you just hit it with potatoes? So you would think so, but it's more complicated than that. The optimal way to do it is to go on an expedition and collect some irritators. The little things that look like pink bell sprouts. But the problem is that those because those give your monster just extra stress. So you just feed them and you do like a light drill and you feed it and give them a light drill over and over again. Potatoes do give you a lot of stress, but the problem is that potatoes happen on the first week. And because I have so many Gemini pots saved up, I lose 1 stress for every Gemini pot I have. But that's if I have low stress. If I have very high stress, they don't actually lower your stress by 1. They lower your stress by 3%. So if I have 10 Gemini pots and I have like 60 stress, the first Gemini pot will lower my stress by 6. The second one will lower it by 3. Third will lower by 3, yada, 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 until I'm under 33. And then under 33 stress, it starts lowering it by 1. So above 66, it lowers it by 6. At 99, it would lower it by 9. Like, it's 3%. So it's just, if I like roll over a week at like 80 stress, I'll probably lose like 50 of it. But there's a reason I can train every week without resting my monster. And they certainly have something to do with that. It's also why my monster had like 100 loyalty like 6 months in. I've also like pumped up his effective nature a little bit just to make, you know, cheats less significant, and then we'll make him bad nature again later on. So there's only minus 12 nature right now, which is like effectively 48 more than he had before, or 38 more than he had before. My shoulders and my forearms are killing me right now. I went a little hard in the gym today. I had my hour of boxing with with coach, and then afterwards I did an hour of my own thing, which was mostly weights and core exercises. So I took a nap after I got home. I had like stuff I needed to do, and I was like, I'm gonna take a nice little nap, and then I'll deal with that later. I'll make those work calls, send those emails at like 3 in the afternoon. Are you saying Tank Tiger could be good any particular reason? In general, not for this Kamui, because Tiger's got a very fast guts rate, and regular Tiger can get away basically just using stab. Stab is very powerful. Very, very good tech for what it costs. And so when you get to swing it like 4 or 5 times a match and you need to maybe crit once to get a KO, it's pretty good. Yeah, stab does a good amount of damage. It's very accurate, really high crit chance, and it withers a shit ton in anger. It's just very, very strong. My second playthrough, I thought about raising an int-based speedster tropical dog. I can try a different tiger that's power tank. Power tiger, it's really funny, does not have very good techs. And that's like by design. They're all very, very like laser focused in what they do. He doesn't have any general use power techs other than stab. And stab is just like better than everything else. Okay, what am I looking for power here? 963. I think we just leave it at 909 because I might go get combination. I gotta figure out what I want for that. Light for about halfway. Skill almost done. So now we're working on defense. I just listen to Offspring a lot. Offspring, unironically, like as like goofy as they are, have a lot of bangers. Americana has a lot of songs that are like really, really funny because of how bad they are, and like 1 or 2 songs that are like, this shit fucking goes, man. Like Americana, like the title track, that shit's crazy. That should have just been the single. Put Pretty Fly for a White Guy like in the garbage. We don't need that. Yeah. Was that the only single off Ixnay off the Hombre? I don't know if there's another one. I guess it feels like heaven so far away. I guess that was the single. I know more about the Offspring than I should. I was like super into them when I was younger. First 2 albums still kind of slap. Americana has like 1 song that's really good and the rest is whatever, but I'll listen to it. And then after that, I don't know, man, because like Splinter was awful. Like start to finish, just 1 out of 10 songs. And then after that, I don't know what fucking happened. They made the Donkey Kong song, which I can't I can't play on here because I'll get DMCA'd immediately. And I know I'll get DMCA'd immediately because I tried to play it in the ape video and it was like a 2-second clip and it got clipped. But if you ever want to listen to an Offspring song that has straight up the Donkey Kong theme in it, in the DK rap? No. I mean, that whole riff is in a song by The Offspring called We Never Have Sex Anymore, which is fucking crazy. But what's crazier is you have to look up the music video for it. I'm not kidding. Like, stop watching me. I'll give you time to look it up. But you need to look up the music video because it makes the fact that it's got the Donkey Kong riff in it like 100 times funnier if you see the music video. You don't need to watch the whole music video. You only need to watch like 15 seconds of it. Also, they like put out a new song that was like, I heard it on the radio the other day because I was bored of listening to Spotify. So I was like, let's listen to the radio and see what's up with that. Big fucking mistake. I'm never doing that again. But they're doing like their new song's like a weird like pop punk song. Like, I blame MGK, man. You could have let that shit die. Like that vibe of pop punk. Like, he gets a +1 on Endure. That's crazy. I didn't even know that. We need more like Dillinger 4 pop punk. We need less whatever the fuck is going on today. Old man yells at cloud. We need more like Adhesive. Bring back Adhesive. You guys big Adhesive fans? They were a pop punk, skate punk band from Sweden, I think, in the 90s. Craziest drummer. Just the most insane drummer. Powerman 5000, I only know When Worlds Collide. I tried, and here's the thing. As much as I'm like a music snob, I don't make a big deal about it with other people, right? Like, if someone likes 21 Pilots, like, I think you've probably not been introduced to better music. That's like that's all that goes through my head if someone says they like that, right? I'm just like, that's probably all it is. And I don't think Two Worlds Collide. Wow, I was reading chat when I said that. I don't think too much about it. It's just like, it is what it is. It's not the end of the world. I tried listening to Powerman 5000 because I'm like, When Worlds Collide goes hard. I do not like that band. Like, at all. But, you know, more power to you. I tried, though. I did actually try. Same thing with Rob Zombie, right? Because Dragula is like one of the greatest songs ever written, and he's never figured out how to write a second song. Scum of the Earth has like, it sounds like it's gonna like go off, and then it just never does. Super Beast or whatever it's called, fucking Super Hell Beast. I don't know. I forget the name of the song. That shit sucks. And then the rest of it, like 2 Lane Blacktop. Like, what are you doing, brother? That's my favorite genre. I'm a big fan of like, you know, and here I am talking about authenticity in music and this and that, and like, I'm a big like Grindcore fan, which is like, you know, it's super saturated. Everybody's trying to be fucking Ladderman or you know, Iron Sheik, so nobody's got any sort of originality to them. But yeah, like, I'm a huge fan of like the vibes of music that are like, you know, Banner Pilot, Iron Sheik, that style of like, or like Lawrence Arms, that kind of thing. And then like, I listen to like a lot of like grind and like really heavy shit as well. I'm a big like Pig Destroyer, Wormrot fan, Discordance Axis. Discordance Axis is like real hard to get people into. That's a tough one. Daughters isn't really a grind band anymore. Their first album was. Daughters is like an unbelievably like, this will like change how you think about music type of band though, I think. It sounds like the devil's music. Are you listening to Discordance Axis? Oh my god. The funny thing is, I can't even be like, no, here, I got a song for you to listen to. It's like, no, man. Dimmu was the hardest I ever listened to, but it's been a long time. Dude, I got Progeny's The Great Apocalypse when I was in grade 9, and I remember getting in the car and forgetting that my mom was like also driving around my grandma, and so I pulled out this CD to like look at it in the back seat, and my grandma was like, I thought she was asleep in the back seat. The album's got like a big pentagram on it, and she's like, oh. She like got jump scared by it. Poor grandma. Prowler in the Yard. I really like Terrifier. Prowler in the Yard is good. But oh, I just bought a mango. Hey, Mango Maniacs. But like Sour Heart is probably the hardest song in my workout playlist. Maybe not. It's up there. I got like one Wormrot song. I try to stop myself from like putting stuff in that doesn't have like a consistent beat or is like just blast beats, because that shit is not like good to work out to. You need to have like a rhythm and like something that's not 300 BPM. I have There's a Time and Place for Everything by the Tony Danza Tap Dance Extravaganza in my workout playlist, mostly because it's got the funniest bass tone of all time. Like it actually sounds like someone's farting. It's really funny. Big fan. Yeah, I was like really into grind and like really, for lack of a better term, inaccessible bullshit when I was younger. But, you know, as I've grown up, it is hard to listen to like Discordance Axis is on the edge of like what you could like reasonably consider music, I think. And there's definitely like worse shit. Like I don't listen to like Slam or anything like that. Like I have more than 2 brain cells, so Slam isn't for me. You know what, Slam, if you've never heard Slam before, it's a style of metal, and it's like the joke on The Simpsons where they're like all the Brainiacs take over the town, and they were like, we realized people were going faster during yellow lights instead of green lights. So to help speed things up and make things more efficient, we got rid of the green light, so it's only yellow and red. It's the same thing where they're just like, we took the part of the song that everybody likes, which is like the breakdown, and we just made that the whole song. It's like 4 minutes of just like dun 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 dun. It's like what people who don't listen to metal think metal music sounds like. To people who listen to metal. It's fucking awful. So better than Nightcore? We need Nightcore Slam songs. I don't even know if that's gonna get picked up by the mic. They're gonna be like, a human being is not making noise there. Let's enter a tournament. We gotta get up to B rank at some point. So let's just do it now. The song is exactly what you said the genre was, but it's got this dude just doing like a deep metal voice droning in the background. I know, it's really funny. It's funnier when you realize like someone is like, this shit is sick, this is serious. Here's how you know it's bad. Like, fundamentally, here's how you know it's bad. I have never talked to anybody who's been able to defend it. Not a single person I've talked to has said anything other than, yeah, I know, it's kind of goofy, but, you know, I enjoy it. Nobody's like, yeah, this shit is good music. What's the band called again? I'm just talking about a genre. I don't know band names, but it's just called slam metal. It doesn't matter what band you listen to, they'll all be the same. Dude just sitting there going, hey, John Madden. Unironically, like Hootie and the Blowfish, I got something to say about Hootie and the Blowfish, and it's not inherently bad. But my friend and I were talking when I was working at a grocery store, and we were talking about decades in music and how the 90s get lauded as like this like untouchable era where like everything that was being put out was good, and we were like, that's like, there's so much like garbage that came out in the 90s. And my manager came over and he was like, well, I don't know about that, I think it was mostly good. And then immediately Hook came on the radio and he was like, all right, you know what, you have a point. Like like immediately he was like, oh, okay. This on Eiffel 65 as a kid. The fact they had a song that was just naming fucking PS1 games was the coolest shit to me as a kid. Like, obviously they had Blue, and that song, you know, the riff in that song is cool. Like, I watched the documentary, a Vice documentary on them making that song, and it's like super interesting. But yeah, they have a song called, what's it called? My Console. It's called My Console. and he just lists all of his PS1 games, and it's like, you know, some of them you would expect, but then it's like 4 different like soccer games. It's like Tomb Raider, Tekken, FIFA, Golden Ball. Like, he's just naming all these. It's like, come on, man. Didn't want to have like a second pass on this. He's still PlayStation. FIFA 99, FIFA 2. That's what it feels like. Here, let me look up the lyrics. We're gonna play the game, the PlayStation, all day, with Metal Gear Solid to Tekken 3. Tekken 3 specifically, he's not wrong about that. And from Omega Boost to Resident Evil, just play for fun because we got it going on. Tekken 3, Metal Gear Solid, Resident Evil, Gran Turismo, Omega Boost, Bloody Roar, X-Files. X-Files! That's the good one. Oh my god. Ridge Racer, Oddworld. This man's an Oddworld fan. We get a living that came in our possession of PlayStation. You can tell English isn't their first language. Bloody Roar is sick. X-Files, everybody knows X-Files as a video game. But what I just said is the entire lyrics for the song, and then they say it again. There's a genius lyrics about this. Like, I wonder if people are gonna be like, yeah, these are video games. We shop Wednesday when it said it's Madden 97, Madden 98, Madden 99, cruising worldwide. Oh my god. But the Vice documentary on the making of Eiffel 65's Blue, Dabba-dee Dabba Die, close parentheses, is actually like genuinely very good and really entertaining. You should go watch it. It's on YouTube. Also, yeah, I guess I lied about it all being soccer songs. I don't know why I remembered it like that. X-Files is so good though. Like, that's how you know he was just looking at his collection and he wasn't just naming games, because there's no Spyro, there's no Crash Bandicoot. It's just X-Files, man. That's what he had lying around. Just listened to My Console for the first time too now, never heard of it. So it wasn't a radio hit or anything. The only reason I even know it exists is because I was in my friend's, like, we were in his mom's car, and he had the Eiffel 65 CD that they put out. That was more than just the Blue single. Like, they put a couple more songs on it, and he was like, dude, you gotta listen to this one. They say a bunch of PlayStation games. And I was like, that's so fucking cool, man. And yeah, that was basically it. I think that's maybe the only time I've listened to it, and I haven't even thought about it in, like, I don't know how long. What if they name drop Monster Rancher? Brother, the amount of money they'd make from me going to their shows and buying all their merch, they'd be able to be called Eiffel 66, son. That's all I'm saying. Alright. Yeah. Let's just advance, and then we can go get our last couple of techs. We're getting pretty close to being done this build. We got him. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Okay, we're still in prime. We don't really need any stats, though. We're fine. Okay, yeah, we're almost done this guy. So because we're almost done this guy, I gotta lower my intelligence like one more time. Because we're almost done, we gotta start working on his end of life stuff. Do I need combination? With the guts rate, I don't think I do. I think this is fine as is. So I need my life up to... Here, let me show you the stats. We haven't, like, looked at them yet. So I need life up to 999. I need power up to 963. Skill up to 562. So about 60 skill, about 50 power, 60 life. And then defense to 471 plus form. Okay, I think we're fine for techs. So I gotta start thinking about this guy's form, his nature. Okay, so let's get some sweet jellies first. I think about his form, I gotta think about his nature, I have to think about his stress. So we'll work out one thing at a time. So that was 117 weeks of life left. Like, we got plenty to try and blow through here. I haven't fed him any peaches yet either. Okay, so this puts my intelligence under 100, so I don't need to worry about my doing heavy drills anymore, basically. So getting form up, definitely the easiest bit of this. I got a couple of things I can work on at the same time. And not needing to worry about maxing out my form at end of life, like super end of life, is pretty good. Because the problem you run into is you don't want to rest constantly because it ruins your loyalty. Each one of these is giving me a little bit of a hit to my nature, which is good because I need to get it all the way down to minus 100. I'm only like minus 8 right now. If we can get some greats, I can scold or like withhold praise, which will make him worse natured, which, you know, will help speed that up. Remember the extra effects of good or bad nature? So bad natured monsters get anger as a battle special. What anger does is it decreases your evasion, so it gives your opponent a better chance to hit you. But the upsides are doubles your withering and increases your guts rate by 50%. So those are the big things. Additionally, every 10 points in stress, if your monster is bad natured, every 10 points in stress gives you an additional % chance to crit. So if you have 100 stress on your monster, they will have an additional 10% chance to crit. You know what I've really noticed is that the whole like this looks like, and then you know you come up with a reference that's funny and like tangentially related, but it's like, oh, you know, I get it, like that's pretty good, is a lot harder than people like to pretend it is. And I learned how hard it is to like make a reference that is both accurate and funny, because I watched the movie Jackpot, which is this like garbage movie starring John Cena and Aquafina, which rhymes and is very funny. But basically the plot of the movie is that society has crumbled, and as a way to like put money back into the government, they've made it so if you buy a lottery ticket and you don't win, if you kill the guy who won, you get the lottery winnings. Like that's the movie. So it's like a goofy premise. It is what it is, you know. It's schlocky. I was not expecting it to be super good, but every like third line is like a very obviously ad-libbed, like this looks like the old man at the airport who wants to smell your feet, or like it's just like random shit like that. Or like you look like a moldy piece of day-old bread, or like whatever like fucking comparisons they're trying to make. Not a single one of them lands. They're all just like unbelievably bad. It's like, whoa, you got the vibes of like a drunken grandpa or whatever, and it's like, what are you talking about? Like, you guys should just like read the script. That's why it's there. You don't need to ad-lib. You're not good enough at it. Yeah, our nature's almost there. Okay, defense is getting close. What do we need? 6 more? Like, zoink, Scoob. I've heard of winning the lottery, but this guy, like, just won this lottery. Oh my god. The funniest thing about the movie is that the whole premise is that she moved out to California after not being around for a while because, you know, she wanted to be an actor, and she was a child actor, and then her mom got sick. And so she couldn't, like, pursue acting anymore. But then she goes to LA and she has to deal with this shit. And because she accidentally wins the lottery, she doesn't, but you know, whatever, it's not important. But the idea that she's like, I'm not from here, I don't know what's going on, and is crazy, because I feel like if the state of California made murder legal, that would be like national news. That would be worldwide news. That would not be like a regional thing. And so she's just like, what's going on? I have no idea. But it's because us as the audience don't know what's going on, because they haven't really explained the plot of the movie yet. Or no, wait, they do. They fucking open with it. So I don't even know who it's for. Like, the person who's too stupid to watch, like, the first 2 minutes of the movie. Look for a great... No, I'm looking for a specific roll of -6. Or +6, which gives me 471 defense. Once my form is all the way up, this will go up to effectively 588, which is, you know, a breakpoint we can use. If there's known that lottery winners can be legally murdered, people wouldn't play the lottery. So it was only, you could only claim the prize if you also had a like a legal lottery ticket for that draw. So the whole assumption is you got pretty good odds, because like you're not going to win it, right? Like, you're probably not gonna win it. So, you're not gonna have a target on your head, but you got a chance to, like, kill a dude and become a millionaire. It's not good. But it's just like, you know, the premise is not something that would ever happen. That's got nothing to do with whether or not it's, you know, interesting or, like, valid as a movie. the character motivations therein, like within the universe, like it makes sense why you would do that. Like you have such a small chance to win the lottery in the first place, you know, just kill a guy. Okay, so we're almost worst nature. I need to feed one more, and I'm at minus 100 nature. My form is almost maxed out. I got a tiny bit of stress. I got to feed it 3 star prunes to get my fame up. And then for stats, life is good, defense is perfect, skill I need some, power I need some. What do I need to go? 963, power 562 skill. Just need to see hereditary. Like everybody knows about like the decapitation bit. The funniest thing is that it's like not played for laughs, but it is so fucking funny. Like it shouldn't be, it's not supposed to be, but it is. Okay, I got a little bit of stress, second week. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna raise my stats. We're not gonna scold here, even though it would be kind of nice to. And now we're in the last little bit where I need to get its stress up to 100. We're at 10 right now. Each drill we do is gonna add 5. But here's the awkward bit. So I can rest him now. This is the first week I can make this happen. So here's what we're gonna do. All of my stress is gonna be gone. I got 0 stress. We're gonna feed it a potato. This is actually gonna give me more stress than I had before. I can withhold here, which will give him more stress, which is great. How much more? 562. I'm still getting pretty good gains here. I don't like this. I gotta get out of subprime. Now we're gonna bring him to town and have him chill. We can't raise him on this week. And Scott's saying, he's fat! Smojo! I can also do life. Having 1 stat maxed for this is really good, because it means that you don't have to worry about going over cap with anything. So the reason we don't want to raise him on the 4th week is because it carries over into the 1st, and we're going to get a huge drop to our stress from all of the Gemini pots we have saved up. Okay, so let's take a look. It's kind of small, you can't really see, but fame is 100, stress is 100, my stats are good. But yeah, we're good. He's done. That's it. Pretty painless build. So, we'll do some test battles now. So there's a prediction live. Best 2 out of 3. Who's going to win between these two? This is like a pretty standard tank build. This is like an unbelievably tanky tank build. This is normally what you're running. You're normally not putting any points into defense. You're just going full life, full power, full skill. And this gives you a pretty good spread against most monsters. You lose against stuff like Cyclone Golem, but other than that, you're in a pretty good spot. 27% on Special K, here we go. Look at the guts rates, by the way. There's a pretty big difference in the guts rates. Is he going to use all his guts? He is going to use all his guts. Good crit on the punch. Look at that. Special K already has the guts lead. And now all of a sudden, like, the gap in guts is like nothing. Okay, well that was walk up to slot 1 and swing, baby. Real slobber knocker, as it were. Full assault opener. No crit there. Anger from Big Beat. Still gonna have 99% chance to hit everything. Oh, Big Beat with a huge guts lead. Oh, he's gonna do so much damage. Good crit. Special K still hasn't procced Anger, though to be fair, Big Beat has not been doing a lot of withering. Can 5 kill here? I don't even know if that's... You can. Hammerfall, gonna be good damage. 384. 380 damage on Hammerfall? Damn, that's like nothing. Game 2. Big Beat, by the way, is like an incredibly strong monster. It's like, it's done very well in like every tournament it's ever been in. Again, not a single crit from Special K. It's like 50% chance for that move to crit, by the way. There's the Anger. Again, only bite. You got other moves, brother. 1, 2. This should do an okay chunk. A little bit of withering there. Gave him Fury. Fury Laser Cutter, that's so funny, man. 999 on the crit. Big Beat wins it, baby. Who do you think you are? I am. That's just how Monster Rancher goes. Like, the hanger is really strong. It's made to, like, you know, beat all opponents. Like, it's not weak. But additionally, it did get very lucky, like, over and over again. And that's a lot of what Monster Rancher is. Only so much you can do. 69% on Power Man 2997. Arguably the stronger monster. Did I do human control? I did not. Okay. Fury again. That's so funny. He's got a lot of guts. You got a lot of guts, kid. There's the grit. Both monsters can swing. Power Man 2997 cannot kill with one hit, but he could certainly just swing stab a million times. Special K didn't... I don't think he moved at all. He literally got walked into the corner and then bit a bunch of times. Well, it's all, still not a single crit. That's crazy. Also, his opponents are like critting on every single attack. Tail Assault, good anti-tank attack. There's the anger. I don't think Turn Assault will kill here. 1-2, big damage. Only 87% chance to hit. Pierce. It's going to be okay. It won't be enough. Who's going to swing? Stab. Another crit. There's the grit, though. 99 guts on Special K. He did crit on the KO. I mean with the attack that has 45% chance to crit. Again, no crits, man. You can't do it. God damn, his opponent's getting him, though. Into the Turn Assault, big damage. Minus 63. Oh my god. Alright, here we go. Game 3. Here's what it comes down to. 1-2. Good damage. Was it already? It's already 2-1? Okay. Wait, Naga won the first one? What did he do to win it? There's a crit. Or did the dog win? I don't know. Special K won? Okay, so he got... Naga lost? Was it really game 3? Oh, whatever. 3-1. He did it. Okay, prediction is live. Nick Ribcage has higher composite stats. This is middleweight and this is heavyweight. But Nick Ribcage does not have like the standard tank buster dragon techs for the most part. He's got wing attack. He's got a lot of stuff to beat speedsters. 4% on Special K. 11% chance. Oh, he's got Dragon Punch. That's right. That's his biggest damage attack, by the way. 3% chance? Okay. Good crit on wing attack. Oh, he's only using 1-2. That's so funny. 1%. Only down with the slow runs? I think he is, too. Special K doesn't want to proc like any battle specials, eh? That 14%, that's basically a dice roll. This is the dragon that tried to play around real, yeah. You play video games for money, what a dork. I watch people play video games and it earns the money around the same. That man watched an ad to come troll me, and so I appreciate the like 7 cents. No anger, eh? Come on, give me anger. Nick Ribcage just playing with his food here. What is this? He'll land something eventually. Maybe not. This is what you expect the speedster experience to be, except they can't do this much damage and they die in a single hit. Like, that would have killed any middleweight speedster. That would have been it. It would have been 1-1 right now. The double stab attempt, I respect it. Bop. Even Moosey monsters be like, yeah, I'll use skills when I'm supposed to and not burn guts for no reason. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so he could not beat the monster that is significantly better than him. I'll land on Special K. This ability is designed to beat, right? I mean, he's just kind of designed to be good at everything. He's not a counter pick build. If I was like designed to beat this, I would have max skill, right? It's just that he will survive Cyclone unless it crits. Is basically all it is. Okay, 75% on Dagon it. Here we go. Okay, now he will die to Cyclone. No anger, eh? Like, I don't know what's wrong with this guy. Alright. Well, this is looking like it's over, but, you know, he tried. It's not over. He got ease? Watch out. Watch out. Oh. That was pretty funny. I mean, being a tank that survived the first hit, pretty good for him. Okay, game 3. Never before seen Dagon at ease. The match has never lasted long enough. Okay. This is what you were born for, brother. You're in it. Alright, well. That was worth it. He's still swinging. What we need is like diving press or something. And a chance for him to build his guts back. Now we're at statistically unlikely dodging. You know, I can't be mad. He literally could not have done this any better. It is what it is. No anger. He hasn't gotten anger in like 6 fights. Minus 100 nature, no anger. 42% chance to win immediately is pretty good. Oh, for sure. Okay, 60% on Special K. Again, the move has not crit once yet. That's so crazy, dude. It wouldn't be my stream if I wasn't like the... Again, like how many times does it hit? Like 10 times? Not a single crit? There we go. When it doesn't matter. Holy fuck. Yeah, just build up the guts lead. No anger, eh? Like, I don't know. There's not much I can do about it if the game is literally just gonna say, fuck you, brother, you can't win. Like, I can't build for the game deciding I'm going to lose. Like, are you for fucking real, dude? Also, my opponent is playing, like, out of his fucking mind? Why? Dude! Attack! Holy fuck, man. This is so fucking obnoxious. The game, like, actually doesn't want me to win. And no anger? Are you serious? On 30. On minus 30. On minus... I think the game's actually, like, broken. This is so fucking stupid. Streamer curse is real, apparently. Oh, that was rough, man. 54% on Gelato. Come on, Special K. Give me something. Okay, the bite miss, as you do. Still has a huge guts lead. Somersault. I'm gonna do a good chunk of damage and some withering there. No anger though. Stab at 20%, 1 in 5. That foolery, 1% foolery chance. We've now hit everything, but we got the stab, baby. That's all I'm saying. Oh my god. The game is punishing me for making a Kamui. That's all that's happening here. Okay, roll assault, 122. Dude, 50% chance to crit. Killing me. There's the anger. Look at that guts regen. Use stab and you're up to 50 again by the end of the attack. God damn. Imagine like never stopping attacking and like still having the guts lead. Oh, exact damage! Gelato's gonna take it. John Krasinski stole all my luck? Yeah. Asshole. Two Lash is probably not the move he wants to use. Pretty expensive. Mostly just used for its accuracy. Again, no anger. I'm losing my mind here, brother. And no crit. I don't know. If I didn't have the advanced viewer, I would have assumed I made a mistake somewhere. Like, there's no way the chances of, like, never proccing anger are, like, it's unbelievable. We hit the scratch, but it's not over yet. Oh my god, dude. Somersault's gonna KO. Do we see grit? We do. It's not over. Both monsters can attack. He can somersault one more time if he wants. We got 1-2. 1-2's gonna hit at 9%. I'll take the 9%. That makes it for a lot. That does a lot towards, like, you know, ushering in some goodwill game. Gotta give the Kamui Believers something. It's been rough, dude. Just, like, unbelievable luck. That match, you know, I got unlucky in situations where I thought, like, things would work out, and I got very lucky in situations where I thought they shouldn't happen. 83% on Special K, here we go. I-Beam, good crit, good damage. Special K's defense doesn't really work too well against intelligence monsters. Good damage on the bite. Into the scratch, he's still living. Uno mas. Is he gonna give up? Both monsters can attack. Who swings first? The kiss? Special K just like straight up did not want to fight anymore. Another kiss. 2 smooches. There's the grit though. Again, both monsters can attack. Lanny Pavo can attack immediately, but he does have enough guts for it. To attack with like tail assault or something. There's the grit. Both monsters can swing. 15 seconds left. Another bite comes out though. This thing called YouTube can rewind the stream. It's really innovative. It's, yeah, on Twitch what you have to do is you have to click off of the stream, go to my videos, go to the latest video, which will be, okay, you know what? It all worked out. The latest video will be my stream up until 5 minutes ago. Like, it stops like 5 minutes short, or like 2 minutes short, or whatever. And then you'll have to watch that, and that's how you can watch the VOD. It's so stupid. Finally a crit. Oh, yay! We're in there, baby! We're in there! Oh, this game is so fucking stupid, man. Maybe that chatter was onto something. Anyway, GG's, folks. We've learned nothing from this. Ostensibly, he's a good monster, but, like, we may never know. You'll have to watch him in the DXBL. I'm going to be raising all my other DXBL monsters for the stream as well, too. So that's 5 more to go. Turns out it's still RNG. I know. Who would have thought?